There we
That
go.
good?
Hey,
Hey,
right
how
in
are
yellow. What's your
you?
name?
My name is Tawana. Sorry, I'm at work. I'm gonna get out of there so I don't disrupt everybody.
The all new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.
How
Okay,
you doing?
good. I like this
Good.
yellow on you.
Thank you. Yeah, everybody's been saying it. I think it's so bright. It just brightens up everybody's day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tawana,
Yes, ma'am.
and how old are you?
I will be 50 in 2 months.
Okay, 50. Tawana, 50. You have any kids?
I do. My daughter's 25 and my son is 31.
25, 31. Both by the same man?
Yep,
You ever been married?
I have.
When did we get to Forest?
I have. So it's been a year,
You got divorced a
and
year ago?
yeah, I didn't
Why?
want to. I'm a Christian, so I believe that God first, everything else after. But I think that there's certain things I don't want to be. I want to be in my soft girl era. I want a man that's going to lead. I love to work. I'm in law school. I'm in my first year of law school. I graduated undergrad last April, and I do want a man that can lead, but I don't want a man that can lead me to hell. And that's what I experienced with my husband.
Ooh, that is a
And,
word. I want a man that can
and
lead, but don't lead me to hell.
yes,
Let me ask you, okay, how
and I
long was you married to your children's dad?
no, but
Oh,
I'm very
somebody
good
else.
friends with my kid's father. Yeah, I'm very good
Okay.
friends with my kid's
So
father.
how many
Yeah.
years were you married for to the other man?
We were together off and on for 7 years, and our marriage wasn't that long. And let me just be honest, I think that's a lot of people's problems when they're dating or looking for somebody, is we're not as transparent as we should be, even if it's about us. Some people have a hard time recognizing who they are. And I think that I wasn't healed. I think that I wasn't healed. So when you're not healed, you'll attract anybody and you'll cling on to people and say, hey, I just want you to love me. And it doesn't matter what the cost is. You know what I mean? And I think that that's what happened. And I think as I started to change, he was the same. So I looked at him differently. I don't believe that this was totally his fault. I believe it was just something where I was growing and he wasn't. And I
But you
saw
said,
that.
but you said you didn't want to get a divorce.
I didn't. What I was hoping was that as I was praying, I was like, Dad, God, maybe you brought me into his life so that we can grow together. Because sometimes that happens. You'll meet somebody who may have had the same family trauma. You've gone through the same things. Your upbringing is the same. But God wants to reveal to you both that there's changes that need to be made. I was changing, he wasn't. So I can't stay in the same space. I'm not even the same person. I wrote a book, and when I wrote my book, my whole life is in that book. He didn't want the transparency from me because my truth is my truth. I stand in it. Everything that every foster home, every group home, everything that ever happened to me, I stand in that. It made me who I am today. He only wants people to see the good parts of things. I can't, that's not how you learn a person. You don't learn a person by knowing, oh, I'm so cute, I'm so nice. I pass gas sometimes when I'm sleeping. I may dig my butt sometimes when I'm walking. If those, I mean, I'm just using examples, but what I'm saying is that like you can't think that everything is a fairy tale. Marriage is work, and it is about loving somebody, but it's also about knowing that person. And I don't think he knew me. I think he knew the toxic me. I think he knew the me that um would shut down and not speak for days. He wasn't used to this Tawana. I've changed a lot, I've healed a lot. So I think this was my fault. I stayed in that space too long, and it allowed him to get comfortable.
Let me ask you a question. In the book that you wrote, does it have his story in there too, like being attached to you?
It is. I wrote my second book, and I do talk a little bit about just meeting him. I don't use his name. People can sue you because that's what they like to do. But you can tell that I'm speaking about him. People that know me know that I'm speaking about him. And I should have wrote the lies I told because I was like I was a whole nother person. And so again, people are not honest about who they are and where they're coming from. And I think that I wasn't transparent enough. And I think I came into this not saying, hey, listen, I want to heal. I just don't know how. And then when it started happening for me, it just didn't happen for him. So I started to look at him differently. I'm like, this is not what I want. I don't want this. It's not
Let
it.
me ask. So, is the book? Is that was your final straw?
Um, no, 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 no. I
I
think
want
my
to say
change.
this. So, okay, I do want to say this, and I sit as a public figure. One thing I've learned: not everybody wants to share their life with the world. I think we got to a point where now social media, like, I didn't even get to where you at. Where are you at, Tawana?
I'm in Boston,
Okay, so
Massachusetts. I'm in
you're in
Massachusetts.
Boston. Okay, so you're in Boston. I'm in California. We live in this world where we're all connected on
Mm-hmm.
social media, right? And because we're so used to social media, we run to it and we share our deep secrets and our lives
Hmm.
with strangers. Like
Hmm.
literally people you don't know at all. You share every detail, what you ate today, and I can know
Hmm.
what you ate today from across the world. And it's become very normal. But for some people who are not into this social media space, they think it's absolutely crazy to share your life with the world. So I understand both sides of the token. If you want to write a book
Hmm.
and tell your
Hmm.
story,
Hmm.
that is your truth. But I'm going to
Hmm.
defend your ex-husband in the manner of it's okay for him not to want to be married to a woman where
Hmm.
everybody can read her whole story, right? Because some
Well, he
men might
wasn't the
want
one that filed.
huh?
I filed. I filed for
Well,
divorce.
you
He
also
didn't.
say you, but okay, but you said you didn't want the divorce.
No, I didn't want it because I'm a Christian, not because I didn't want it because I didn't want to leave him. I didn't want it because I didn't want to go against God. I felt like there was more there. And let me just explain one thing too. As much as I love people, my ex-husband did not want me to share my story because it was mostly about me, things that I experienced as a child. He came at the very end of the book, which was the end. His name was never mentioned. There was so many other things. It was just about what I experienced growing up. I was molested as a kid. Those are the things that I shared. He is in the limelight, actually. He works in a limelight. He likes to be seen, but he likes to be seen in a good light. But his whole life wasn't good. And I think the things that I shared is to help other people heal. We can't stand in the same spot and just think that we got here by ourselves. I didn't get here by myself. I didn't get to law school by myself. As a matter of fact, I'm formerly incarcerated. So there is my story. This is the reason why I wrote this book. I went from the jail cell to the courtroom. And I think that we need to understand that it's not just about you saving yourself, it's about you helping somebody else heal, especially us as Black people. And I'm the first woman in my family, the only woman in my family who was incarcerated. So I was writing about how I got to that space and how I came out and changed my life around because people see me now, you would never know that was my story. And this is why I share it so openly because I want people to heal and be whole. I don't want us to be walking around dragging baggage from our parents and their parents. It's unnecessary. It's a big weight to carry, Kendra. It really, really is. And I don't want to see that for us. I just don't. I'm tired. I'm
Okay, let
tired
me
of
jump
that.
in. I want to make sure I give you the respect to explain. So I misunderstood because I thought the two things that I thought you said, A, you didn't want the divorce, and then you
Hmm.
also said he didn't like the book, right? So
Hmm.
that's what I
Hmm.
was speaking from. We would move forward.
Sure.
I would just say this. As a public figure myself, I have to
Yes.
always be conscious that my story at times is other people's stories.
Absolutely.
And although I say here as a public figure and share, I do have to consider how does somebody else who's attached to me feel because I have family members who are attached to my story and they don't want their business out to the world. And I had to learn that. That's all I was saying. But either way,
No, Kendra, I
that's
love
either
that
hold
about
on,
you.
hold on,
Can
hold
I
on,
say
hold
that?
on, hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
So that's all I was trying to say is I understand your point of view and I can
Mhm.
understand people who are attached to you, how they can feel at times they don't want all their stuff or who they're attached to be exposed. That's all I
Mhm.
was saying. It's not whether it's right or wrong. It's just what I was saying as a public figure.
Oh, all
Okay,
right.
but
I respect that.
okay. Now
I
let's
respect
focus
that.
on getting you a man. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So we got Tawana, 50, Boston, mom to two, by the same man. She was married, got divorced a year ago. What do you, so you
Mhm.
in law school?
I am in law school.
Okay, law school. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini, just like the last
Woo!
girl.
I'm getting a lot of Geminis today, child. It's Gemini day. I think I got it all. Tawana, Boston, 50, Gemini, mom to two, by the same man, currently in law school. So what do you do for a living?
I right now I work in sales and marketing. I like it. And I think that I just take contracts just to get me through school. I don't want to sit in someone else's seat. I don't belong in this arena. I belong in the courtroom, and that's where I'm going to be. So I only have 2 more years of law school after this. I do go to summer school. So I go to school all year round to finish as fast as I can. I will take my bar exam, and I won't just be a lawyer, I'll be a lawmaker, change the laws because I came from the inside. So I know what it's like.
Okay. Let's get to it. So what kind of man you looking for?
You know what? That's hard to say. I don't expect any man to come and heal completely. I expect that everyone comes with some type of baggage, but I expect a person who's a good communicator, someone who knows that most women, more often than not, we're emotional creatures. We like to express our feelings. We don't want to be ignored. We don't want to feel like we have to be silenced. And, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone who's mature enough to handle tough conversations because not every relationship is roses and, it's not a fairy tale all the time. You have to have those conversations. That's why people don't know each other.
Okay. And you said with your ex-husband, y'all were together for 7 years. Well, on and off.
Mhm.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Someone who doesn't know how to speak. There's a difference between, talking at someone and talking to them, and someone who doesn't know how to express how they feel without getting angry or upset or not respecting how you feel.
Okay, okay. Should he look a certain way?
I used to think I had a type, Kendra. I'm not sure if I do now.
Whoop.
I think that if someone's transparent and they're honest, um, I learned that God works in mysterious ways, and He'll bring you somebody that you least expected. I'm not a person who's gonna be, oh, I want to be like this. Just don't be short, because I'm tall. I'm 5'8". That's my only requirement. I don't want somebody to have to look down at. But besides that, it's all good.
So 5'8" or taller? Would you date somebody 5'8" or that's too short?
I'd say about 5'11".
5'11".
Think,
Okay.
yeah.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
No, I could live if I'm with somebody and I'm happy, I could live in a cardboard. And this is honest. I think this is honest because I've been in a space with somebody who we lived in a good space and we weren't good in that house. That house was hell. And so I want to be in a space with somebody where I don't care where we're at, but we can be together and make it work. And that's just it.
Okay. They're telling me to ask because you did share that you spent time in prison.
I did.
Do you want to share why you
Sure,
went to prison?
sure. I'll wait for this. I didn't want to be rude and say a white collar crime because it was a white person walking by. People get offended. Um, Computer fraud.
Computer fraud.
I was a computer hacker.
Oh wow. And how did you get caught? Now I'm intrigued.
The Secret Service caught me. They deal with computer crimes. So I didn't even know that. I have an uncle that's a cop. It's a long story, but I have an uncle that's a cop. I really didn't know how much trouble I was in, but that didn't stop me from continuing to do it.
And do you
Even when
want
I got caught, I was still doing it.
how many years did you go to prison for?
5.
5. Well, now was this a long time ago?
I've been home for 6 years.
Wow.
And I
Okay.
hit the ground running when I came home. I've been in school ever since. I have a great job. I have a nice place to lay my head, and I'm grateful. Still healing, still apologizing to the people that I harmed through my crimes because even though they say money crimes are not, no one gets hurt, everyone gets, there's no victimless crime. So
So is this the story that your ex-husband didn't want the world to know?
he didn't mind that.
Oh, okay.
I think it just was when you see two people and they look perfect and they look like they've never been through anything in their life because look, my whole life looks different now. I mean, I still look the same, but I'm not going to jail and I'm not, and I don't think he wanted people to know that, and that's not the problem. It's
Okay.
really not.
No,
There's a
I
lot of
understand.
women who need to hear this story.
No, I get that. I get that. I definitely get how your story can enlighten a lot of women. What is the main lesson you would get from your story?
Anybody that's spiritual, when God is telling you to stop
Sorry, my
doing
phone.
something, when,
Hold on, I apologize. This is my show phone, but for some reason it was ringing. Can you answer
oh
that
no, it's
question for
okay.
me? What was the lesson you would give to women?
Sure. I don't know anybody who's, this is the one thing I'll say, I think from a world's perspective. The one thing that I learned is as a mother, right? Um, be I heard an officer say it was Mother's Day and we were celebrating Mother's Day. And he was like, "Why are you guys celebrating? You're not even home with your kids." And at that very moment, of course I was upset, right? But at that very moment, I recognized that I was doing to my children exactly what my mother did to me as a child. They were being abandoned, except for I never did drugs. I think that, we have to challenge ourselves to, if we're going to break generational curses, it has to start with us, and we can't continue to point fingers. We really have to make some things shake. I'm the only person that's ever been to jail out of my mother's kids, but I'm the only person with a degree out of my mother's kids and on my way to law school. So that says something on both sides of the fence. And as women, no matter what we go through, we have to get back up. We have to fight back against ourselves. It's usually us that we're fighting back against. It's not, sometimes not even our childhood trauma, it's us. It's what we're holding on to.
Okay, I love how my show is you come on looking for a potential partner, but there's always some type of lesson that happens at times. So I love that part. Okay, well, thank you for sharing. Thank you. I do appreciate your transparency. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay, okay, wait a minute. Oh boy, here comes some more people. Girl, they everywhere. I swear. When I come out here by myself, nobody don't be out here. But
I
now that
really
I'm
love
out here,
your
everybody
top.
out here. Thank
You
you
look,
so
yeah, I was
much.
gonna say, I love your outfit.
Thank you. Sorry,
Okay,
Kendra.
you look good. Like you're in shape. You look good. Okay.
Yeah,
So Tawana, you're 50. What's the age range you want to date?
I'm 49 for now, Kendra. Can you give me till June to give
You
me at
told me you
50?
were 50.
I'll be 50 in 2 months.
Oh, okay. Listen, all I know is what you tell me. I wrote down
Mhm.
50, so that's what you told
No,
me. So
that's
you're
okay.
49.
Hmm.
Okay, you're 49. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the age range you want to date?
I that's hard because I've met mature 39-year-olds, but I want someone to have lived experience. I don't want to take somebody's life from them. Like I've had children, I've been married before. If I have a young man coming to me trying to talk to me, he don't have no kids, he don't have no lived experience, I'm not robbing nobody of that. I don't want to do that. I want somebody who's had some experience and who maybe has been through some things and that we could share our life together. You know what I mean? And grow together.
Okay. When was your last relationship?
My ex-husband.
Okay. And that ended, when did you get officially divorced?
Oh my goodness. It's been a year. It'll be
Okay.
a year next month.
A year next month. Okay. And you don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was
When's
intimate
the
with
last time I
someone?
had sex? I
You don't
haven't
have to
been.
answer,
That's
but
not,
yes.
no, 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 no. I haven't. It's since my ex-husband. That's it.
Three flaws you
Yeah,
have to
that's
work
important to
on.
me. Yeah,
Three flaws you
yeah,
have to work on.
I guess. Um, um, Listening to understand, um, to truly understand somebody, um, to not be a people pleaser, and to not hold my past against myself. I've robbed myself of a lot of things because of it.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I love people and I love to love. And even if I just met a friend, I would always be there for them. My thing is I'm consistent. There's no more jail sentences for me. I was threatened with a life sentence for doing this. So I'm all set with that. I think that um having me is like having a best friend, and I'm really goofy. I couldn't do nothing at work, girl, but I'm glad because you probably would have yelled at me. But I am very silly and I am very childlike, and I just love to love people and I love to do for people and just be there and support them. I think that's important. So I'm very supportive. I don't care what you're doing. If you want to be a trash person, I'll make sure you're the best trash collector that you can be.
Oh, okay. Trash as in garbage man.
Yeah, like a garbage person.
Okay.
Like, we all have different lingo. Like whatever you want to do, I'm going to support you as long as you're living in your truth. I don't want people to ever settle in a relationship with me.
Okay. Let's do it. Tawana, do you want to be in Boston?
I think I would travel, Kendra. I've lived here all my life, girl. I've tried. My job just sent me to Florida. I'm always going somewhere, but I've never lived anywhere else. This has been my home my whole life.
Okay, okay. Well, let's do this. Tawana, Boston, 49. Gemini, mom to two by the same man, was married, got divorced a year ago, currently works in sales, is in law school. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Why y'all lock me out? Maybe I forgot my password. It's my old age.
Oh, no, yeah, we gotta log in. This is a dating app. because that's the
Yep.
way the guy can reach out to you. So we
Hmm.
got to get you on the app. You said you're on the app?
I am.
What's your
But
name
I'm
on the
locked in.
app?
Okay, is my name Tawana Bowles. Tuwana. Last name
Wait. TUW?
ANA.
Okay, yeah, you come up. You're right here.
Yeah, see?
Well, you said you can't log in?
No, I can't get back in.
Okay,
I
send an
told
email
you.
to info@kendragsingles.com.
Okay.
Okay, so Bella's here. She is. She is on the app. I like that you're prepared. You can also send her a
You see
message.
me graduating right there?
Oh yeah, that's
That's my
awesome. Okay.
graduation picture.
Oh, you look
Yeah.
good, girl.
Thank you.
You can tell you take good care of yourself.
I do. I try.
Okay, so Tawanda Bowles, Tuwana. So you
Hmm.
could send her a message. You could send her a message, or you could scroll down and push the heart or the star. Push the heart or the star. For all the ladies that want to connect with her, she's looking for a man. But if you got a question, you can also send her a DM
Of
right
course,
here.
of
So
course, of
yeah, I'm
course.
gonna send you a message right now. So send us an email, and I'll make sure that our customer care team helps you log back in.
Thank you, Kendra. I appreciate you. And it's lovely seeing you. I love you. I'm on Instagram following you. And sometimes I jump on when you're on there. Sometimes people be getting you tight and I be cracking up. And sometimes it's good entertainment,
Girl,
but I love you. I appreciate you. You continue to be blessed and keep doing this because we need this. I think a lot of people, especially Black women and Black men, we just get thrown to the side. It's our time. It's our time.
yes, I'm just trying to connect people with love, and I appreciate those kind words. Here she goes
Yes.
again, fellas. If you want to get at her, Tuwana. A lot of the ladies like you too, girls. So they're saying you're very inspiring.
And I
So
love them too.
yes,
They can
so
they can
yeah,
follow
so
me
if
and
men, so men might hit you up for a date, and ladies might hit you up to get some advice. All
no
right,
problem. No problem.
okay.
I love you, Kendra. Be blessed, okay?
You too. Bye,
Let
sweetheart.
me get my butt back to work.
Okay, bye, girl.
Bye.
Here she is, fellas. It's God's Daughter 49. God's Daughter 49. Search her by her username on the Kendra G Singles dating app. Tawana, shoot your shot. Send her a DM, okay? Or you can scroll down and push the heart or the star to get her attention or send her a gift, okay? Don't play with her. God's Daughter 49, Tawana, Tuwana. Search her on the Kendra G Singles dating app. The all new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.